Nothing could stop me. Nothing could stop me.
It's alright, man.
Can you go to court? Get in there.
Cool. I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down. Tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at my...
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Cousins to throw it. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here we go. Drill 52.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Again, they'll run it with Mostert, and this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins now. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It was Marvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
You're picking up what they left off with the shot that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Now, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down inbounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's got room. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that's the score, 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Cousins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, they take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Here's Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Tua going to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 28-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this 35-0 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. 'Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 27, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Cousins gives way to Cook. Room here to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Four seconds, all that remain here this 1st half as the kick gets away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tua, a final shot before half. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, go for it. Black blue.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Hey, Reed.
From the 41, Tua. And going deep for Hill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
97. Hustle. Ready.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Out route to Hill, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Throwing for the out route. He finds Wilson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And cycle. Yo, blue. Hey, blue. Steal, black. Let's go.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now Tua. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they're going to work this down to about...
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the